position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 9, Dave Hockey. At the center position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 13, Thomas Bryant. The other forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 8, Rudy Giovanni. At the point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 4, Russell Westbrook. At guard, number 3 from the University of Florida, Bradley Beal. Scott Brooks is your head coach. Let's hear it for your Washington Wizards.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class, but I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be considered among the great players. I wanted to belong. Kevin, he certainly belongs with the Hawks right now.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Collins in at the 4. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Now, here's Westbrook. There's Beal with the 3. Collins grabs the miss. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. And that one, good.
Far from just an outside score. Bill also has the skills needed to capitalize close to the basket.
Young against Westbrook. And Young, and here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. Over Bogdanovich. They get it back. Here's Bryant. Good work defensively by Capella.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Beal deciding where to go with it. Unloads from 13 and too long on the shot.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovich is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Here's Beal. Here's Bryant. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Gallinari. Bryant with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Westbrook against Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Floats it up for Young. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Reddish the pass to Hunter. With some arc, and the layup is up and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Bertans can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rondo, good.
A terrific move, but this is how Rondo likes to beat you, slippery off the dribble.
Now Smith. Okongwu grabs the board.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Passes it to Hunter for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Wizards trail by 8. Smith outside. The pass to Bertans. Back to Smith. Hangs in the air. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, Smith is a fighter. Someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Hunter. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside. Hunter's got 5.
A very consistent 3-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Smith. The shot comes out. Good D by Rondo. Over in the corner, Reddish. Puts it up from 17. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 11. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. It's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Herter in at the 2.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Hunter. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Westbrook drives in. That one goes in.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing them.
Pass to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young against Beal. Capella trying to free himself up. Young, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now, here's Westbrook. Over Young. Offensive rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, here's Avdia. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Young pass to Gallinari.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And the first one drops. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Atlanta. Gallinari hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rondo kicks to Young. Collins passes to Young. Back to Collins. Three-pointer. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Beal the pass to Westbrook. Now Hachimura, defended by Young. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Now, the skill set Hachimura already possesses is enticing. Now, it's up to him to continue to flesh out his game.
First one falls for him.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Bertanis comes in for Avdia. Brown is checked in for Bradley Beal. And Smith subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Reddish. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Smith against Rondo. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Hunter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Now, here's Hunter. He's defended by Wagner. And that one's good. Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Smith for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and roll, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, the shooting was terrible. They didn't seem to have a plan at the offensive end. Let's see, the defense had them bottled up. Listen, man, I'm not a coach, but they need to change their strategy right away, right now, pronto.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by DeAndre Hunter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. That's through for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Avdia's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Washington. Young dishes to Gallinari. Rebounded by the Wizards. And here's Avdia. He's got 5. Feeds it to Bryant. Outside for Beal. Over Collins. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Beal's got 6.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Young pass to Gallinari. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Good work defensively by Bryant.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
And the shot goes down.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Washington. Great open look there. He's got 11.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Now Young, after Westbrook's missed 3. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 17. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Bryant. Kicks it to Avdia. Out left to the wing, to the inside. And Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, man, an aggressive player. Bryant makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
Young against Westbrook. Westbrook with the block. Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded closely. That one doesn't go. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Capella. Avdia with the rebound. Wizards trail by 15. Here's Beal. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. Softly drops in the floater. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Such trickery with the floater. When Bogdanovich is making these, you know he's feeling it.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Here's Smith, and he lays it straight in. Smith's got 6 points.
Cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing in.
It's Okongwu, top of the key. Here's Herter. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Brown. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. Now here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Herter, no good. Wizards trail by 14. Brown inside. Smith against Rondo. Brown right side. Shot clock at 5.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Herter. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Smith scanning the floor. Rondo with some nice D. And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dunn. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. That one goes. Count it. Okongwu's now got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. Smith the pass to Bertens. The dish to Beal. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way in. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 18.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Atlanta making a switch here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Alinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Washington.
First free throw is good. Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks leading by 16. Young taking his time here. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Abdia. Right side, Westbrook. Here's Hachimura. Good, nice job down low.
Well, the defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
Bogdanovic passes to Gallinari. Outside Collins. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Great D that time from Westbrook.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Beal from deep three-point land. But they get it back. Outside Bryant. It's Beal on the wing. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gallinari with it. Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Atlanta gets it back. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Gallinari. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Hachimura. And here we go. Washington fast break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, the endurance from Hachimura here, I mean, absorbs the foul and still snags the hammer.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. She is 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, John Collins.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Here's Westbrook following the basket by Trae Young. The 19-foot shot. Westbrook, no good. The Hawks leading by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hawks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for John Collins.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Now, here is Young. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Young finds Bogdanovich. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The Hawks working the ball around. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Over Bryant. Again, the Hawks score.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A resounding